Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. There was an inquest held this week to the death of a man called John Charlesworth. John Charlesworth was a farmer. He ended his own life. And this, when we go through this, you will see that, as expected and as I predicted, Rachel Reeves has got blood on her hand. She murdered this man. She didn't physically go there. She didn't tell him to do anything. She didn't order people to do anything. But her policies directly caused the death of John Charlesworth. His son, Jonathan, was at the inquest, and I'm going to read in full a couple of sentences that Jonathan told the coroner and the court over his father's death. He said, in the couple of months before it happened, the only thing he talked about was inheritance tax. I think he just wasn't going to let the government beat him. And that was his final hurrah. I think he was under stress looking after my mum, but if it hadn't been for worries about inheritance tax, he would still be here today. He wouldn't have put us all through that for any other reason. He thought he was doing it for the good. I don't agree with that, but he thought he was doing it for the greater good. Taking his own life so that his son could inherit the farm before Rachel Reeves stole a fifth of it, stole 20% of the family farm. The inquest was later told that Charlesworth, the farmer who'd killed himself, had left instructions for saving the farm. It's been in the family since 1950. This is from the large inheritance tax bill that greedy, destructive Rachel Reeves insists that she needs, even though it doesn't actually raise that much. And it's funny how she can take all this inheritance tax from farmers and then wank 22 times as much as she raises abroad on African farmers. Because African farmers are great. British farmers are shit in the eyes of the Labour government because they can feed this country. And if a country can be fed, then it can't be starved into submission. This is a very deeply unsettling affair, but it does go to show, as many people predicted, that farmers would take their own lives to avoid paying the inheritance tax and to move it down at least a generation, to try and save their farms. Now, Reform and the Conservatives have both said that a day one rule would go through, that it would be reversed. So I say to other farmers, hang on. You've got 4 years to go. It will be reversed. But Rachel Reeves needs to look at her hands because they are smeared in blood. Her policies murdered John Charlesworth. Thank you very much.